What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another movie review. Today we are talking about 2016's Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. This film is probably hit or miss with a lot of Star Wars fans. It, to me, is awesome, and I think I love this movie a lot more after the fact. I think when I first initially watched this back in 2016, I was like, okay, what is this? Who is this? What's the deal? And this movie ties into the first original Star Wars movie, A New Hope, Episode 4, right? And they tie in, the plans of the Death Star and how, right? Because the one criticism with A New Hope with more modern day age people is, oh yeah, this ginormous planet ball of a thing just needs to be shot once in the right place and everything explodes. That's a little convenient. But this whole movie explains through Jyn Erso and Galen Erso how that's possible, right? Like, and they have the plans, and then it literally with the end of the movie leads right into the beginning of A New Hope. So I really like that sense of it. I like Forrest Whitaker as Saw Gerrera. He's pretty menacing looking, and also just like a dope character in general. We get to see Saw Gerrera, Forrest Whitaker, as an older man. We see him in Clone Wars and Bad Batch and Rebels as, a younger man, but you see where his rebelling has led him, because he's not really with the rebels, he's not with the Empire either, but he's kind of an extremist. He's doing his own thing, and he's hooked up to an oxygen tank, walking around with his staff. I'm pretty sure he's got metal legs, if not one metal leg. Forrest Whitaker as an actor, he's just unbelievable. So in this role, he's very menacing. But the main characters of this movie are ANDOR, Cassian Andor, Diego Luna. I freaking love Diego Luna. Every time I see him in a role, I'm like, he's just fantastic. And maybe I like him so much more because of the ANDOR TV show, because that show is criminally underrated. If you haven't seen the ANDOR TV show, I cannot recommend it enough. A lot of people are like, well, we know how it ends. So? That's not what the show's ending is. Like, sure, season 2's ending will probably lead into the beginning of Rogue One, but Rogue One is like the end, right? So a lot of people are like, well, knowing the end, I don't know if I want to take the time to watch the beginning, which is just a dumb reason. Andor's whole character and how he goes from a child into a rebellious person, into being a full rebel, and being with the Resistance, and being with Stellan Skarsgård's character. Like, that whole show with Andy Serkis, climb, like, that show's amazing. But this movie's pretty amazing too. Just Andor and Jyn Erso are great, but these other two guys, the Force is with me and I'm one with the Force is with me. Donnie Yen is playing a blind man that's Force sensitive but not. Like, it's not really clear if he is a Force wielder or not. They do throw in a line real quick that they were people that defended the Jedi Temple, and now that the Empire has taken over the Temple, they're just kind of around causing issues. But either way, him and his buddy there, the guy that has a huge, he's almost like a juggernaut, if you would. Like, he's just kind of got big armor. He's walking around with this gun that's just like a little minigun. All of a sudden, when it fires up, it can shoot fast at once, or one hard bullet, whatever. But this guy's I really like too. But just having the group between Jyn Erso, Andor, and K2SO, I like that droid. That droid is fucking funny. Alan Tudyk voices the droid. There's one little thing in this movie that I could probably do without, and that's having Admiral Tarkin here. That this guy had already passed, and they like recreated him and brought him back, recreated his voice, and they also did the same thing with Carrie Fisher at the end of this movie. So like, those two things I feel like they could have done without. But I mean, Tarkin does look pretty good, and he is pretty menacing in this movie. But Ben Mendelsohn's character, I don't love his character, but I do love Ben Mendelsohn. He's just amazing. Even Mads Mikkelsen, Lars Mikkelsen's brother, is Galen Erso. Lars Mikkelsen is Thrawn in Ahsoka. So just, tying that in a little bit, the two brothers are now both in the Star Wars universe. Mads Galen is dead, unfortunately, but it is what it is. He kind of had to, because he was leading into A New Hope, and pretty much everyone in this movie dies with the ending of it. So it is what it is. But we do get the closing sequence of this movie with Darth Vader, and earlier in the movie, Ben Mendelsohn's character is talking to him, and you get this quick little shot. Vader turn around, and he's, "Don't let your enthusiasm get too heavy," or whatever he says. He's like, "Make sure you temper your fucking enthusiasm a little bit," and he fucking chokes him. I love that little force. Like, how cool would it be just to fucking, where's my remote, across the room, and just grab it, or just people aggravate you and you just shut up, you just choke them out real quick. But this movie to me is 4 out of 5 stars. It's pretty good. It's just a fun Star Wars universe movie. It looks great, and this final sequence is really what pushes it from like a 3.5 to a 4-star movie for me. You get this, you hear just metal crumpling. It's black, almost like black smoke is pulling into this room, almost like the dark side of the Force is bellowing into this room, and you just see the red lightsaber comes out, and you see Darth Vader standing in this corridor, and then he goes and just cuts down goddamn everybody in this fucking spaceship. It's brutal, but it's awesome. It's so cool. And then finally they get the little thing that they're trying to keep away from him, and they get it on a plane. They drop the plane out of the ship, they fly away, and Darth Vader's standing there in space, and he's just like overlooking it, and that's pretty much leading directly into the first shot, the opening shot of A New Hope. So like, to me, that's just how it flows so perfectly for when this is set and what it's supposed to be doing. It's just good storytelling. At the same time, though, you're like, I really like Cassian and Jin. Do we have to kill them off just standing on a beach hugging each other? Like, I don't know, maybe, but I'm still super excited for season 2 of Andor. And once again, if you haven't seen that show, go check it out. Comment below, what did you think of this movie? What is your score out of 10, out of 5, whatever your scoring system is? Leave those scores in the comment section below. But 4 out of 5 stars, 8 out of 10. Pretty solid movie. I'm a big Star Wars guy. I love the Star Wars movies. I love how they look. I love the universe. Spending more time with characters in this universe. Maybe that's why I love Andor so much, because as much as lightsabers and the Force is cool, seeing what the universe is like with characters that aren't Force sensitive, like Andor, like Stellan Skarsgård's character, like Mon Mothma, seeing what they're up to and just seeing what the world's going through is fantastic. With that being said, I've been playing Jedi Survivor one more time. I've already finished the game twice. Now I'm playing it a third time, and just because I've been such in the Star Wars space, I'm like, I gotta play a Star Wars game. And something about the Cal Kestis video games, they're just so great. I think it's because you're now connected to the character because you're playing as him, but you're also following this story that this character is going through. And I would love to have a Cal Kestis show, a movie, whatever. I would love to see Cal show up with Cameron Monaghan playing the character in live action. And the way we're heading, it seems like that's going to happen. But until next time, we will be talking about Ahsoka episode 7 tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I'm so excited. This show has been great. I've been really enjoying it and loving it. So at me on Twitter your thoughts. Comment down in the comment section below. Please like this video, subscribe, share this video with a friend, hit that bell so you don't miss any future movie reviews or Comically Boston podcasts. And if you want to email me for that podcast, you can email me at comicallyboston@gmail.com. And I will see all of you in the next video.